it's funny you bring up Petraeus as a good. He's probably the only like American general that was like as even close to being as revered as like a national hero the way
Yeah, and in terms of having, he was CIA director as well.
Yeah.
He had a wide swell.
He had like a big portfolio of crimes
Yes.
to draw from. But I remember back in like the height of like surge mania and when everyone was just going creaming themselves about fucking our General Petraeus,
including like war skeptic people. They all got like, this is different.
Oh, he believes in coin.
Yeah,
he has the coin doctrine or whatever.
Admission, never knew what that was.
Oh, it meant that he thought that if you jumped on Iraqis' heads, it would be that varied. The amount varied on the size of the Iraqi,
right?
And he thought that Marines who were potentially at risk for IEDs, they could use this piece of military equipment called the Tanuki. So they could fly over the IEDs.
See, I like when Felix gives me these explanations because I'm one of those people who has sort of gone out of their way, just out of defiance, to not learn very much about foreign policy, because I have like such a simple foreign policy, which is just like don't intervene and take in refugees. And like I think that one of the ways they slide through what justifies an intervention is by creating an army of well-paid so-called experts to argue that something is complicated. So my defense against all of this is to just be stupid and ignorant and be like, no. And they're like, well, don't you know about, like, no, I don't know about that. And I still don't agree, and we're still not going. Like,
I do agree with that. I do think they kind of like psyop well-meaning people into interventionists.
That's the way it starts. They start out you find a lot of people that were like, say like anti-war in the 80s. And then they became experts, and they spent a lot of time, learning about the region, and they become specialists in, Middle East and North Africa. And then slowly they start to see things as like the good guys and the bad guys, and they get invested in it like it's a fucking cowboy movie, and they completely lose the ground underneath their feet. So this is why I prefer to think the coin doctrine also relates to a Tanuki suit.